So at the side of the house explosion, I've gone over some information to repeat it for emphasis several times, but I'm going to focus more on the new information with this briefing. Anyone who has a home that is tagged and they need escorted building commissioner to go along with them is to call 812-436-7818 to arrange for an escorted visit to their home. Building commission will be on site to do that. If you have any damage to your home, you need to contact your insurance agent to start a claim. 211 is set up through the Indiana Department of Homeland Security through the state website. That has been distributed out through electronic media. So if there's any assistance needed by any of the residents affected by this disaster, they can go to that link and fill out the information they need to get the services that they need. I'm going to turn it over now briefly to CenterPoint spokesman Natalie Hetty.
Thank you. Good evening. I'm Natalie Hetty, representing CenterPoint Energy. We first want to extend our deepest sympathies to the victims' families that were impacted by yesterday's incident. And we also want to take this opportunity to thank all of the wonderful response teams that are working this event as well, specifically the Evansville Fire Department, the Evansville Police Department, and the American Red Cross. Yesterday afternoon, shortly after becoming aware of a reported explosion at the location of 1010 North Weinbach, CenterPoint Energy immediately enacted our emergency response plans. We arrived on site and immediately began to make the area safe by discontinuing natural gas service to area homes and businesses. While the investigation is ongoing, what we know at this time is that all of our thorough survey leak investigation work that has taken place has resulted in no indication of natural gas being detected on the exterior of the structure. So we are confident at this time that there are no issues with the CenterPoint Energy natural gas system. We also want to ensure that the community knows that we were not doing work at the location here or in the area at the time that the incident occurred. We also did not receive any incoming inquiries via phone calls that would have suggested that there was a natural gas emergency in the area. We want to remind customers that reside within Weinbach Avenue and Bel Air Avenue to Vogel Road and also the east side of Hercules Avenue. Those locations are going to remain without natural gas and electricity until the investigation is complete and we are given the authority to re-energize those homes and restore them with natural gas. We will continue to work alongside all of those that are conducting the investigation, and at this time I will return the microphone back over to
Real
Chief
quick,
Connolly.
Natalie, is there any timeline when that power could be restored?
I don't have that information right now, and again, we will take that from those that are conducting the investigation, and at their instruction, we'll restore that. But at this time, there's no estimate on when that might be.
And Natalie, one clarification, you spoke about not detecting any gas outside the home, and someone might have read that as to say that natural gas wasn't involved in the explosion. Can you sort of clarify that?
So at this time, what has been reported and confirmed is that there is no natural gas detection on the exterior of the structure. The investigation is ongoing for the interior of the home, and we are doing everything we can to cooperate with that element of the investigation, and at this time a cause for that is not known.
So it could have been beyond CenterPoint's responsibilities, something inside the house that still needs to be investigated.
And that's a question, Randy, that really is appropriate for those that are conducting that work.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you're absolutely confident now that there are no more victims?
No more victims. There is the investigation being led by the State Fire Marshal's Office. Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms has a local representative on call if needed, but at this point it's becoming a state agency doing the lead on the investigation. One of the big questions is, when can we get back to our homes? Tomorrow around 9 o'clock there is a fencing contractor that is supposed to show up to fence off the area surrounding 1010, 1008, and 1012, both the blast site and then the 2 adjacent homes, to provide security for the area of investigation. Once that fence is up, then we will be able to reduce the footprint of isolation around the site.
And you have indicated, Chief, that this, at least initially, is considered an accident.
Cause is undetermined. I have to retract the accidental comment, so it's still a cause undetermined explosion.
So,
Yes. So thank you for clarifying.
It's an accident at this point.
Undetermined cause.
All right.
Thank you.
And also, Chief, real quick, you said there was no exact timeline on the cleanup process or who's responsible. Has there been any update as of that? Because, of course, we did see some debris being cleaned up a little bit to try to get that road open today.
Well, the debris that was cleaned up was just for ease of foot traffic. It's not ready for vehicle traffic because there's still nails and all kinds of other possible puncture hazards for vehicle tires. So we're not ready to open the road. We still have to isolate the investigation scene